Hello everybody, welcome to my personal YouTube channel where I have a lot of background video on the Pacers and the Fever, and I wanted to give a little bit of background about what this channel actually is, because usually the pinned video has been some rotating combination of a behind-the-scenes look at the Pacers, an interview of the Fever, or my own opinions about the team, and I just realized that it gets topical too quickly, and I didn't really like that. I wanted it to be something that everybody can refer to, that always is relevant, especially if you're a new viewer, and why not an introduction into who I am, why this channel might make sense for you to subscribe to if you're interested in Indiana pro basketball, and what you can expect most days right here. So my name's Tony East, as is in the channel name. I've been covering the Indiana Pacers since via blogging the 2016-17 season, via real day-to-day beat coverage since very early in the year 2018. And the Fever I've been covering, the first game I went to was 2019. Kelsey Mitchell set her career high in scoring in my very first game that I was at, and I've been covering them in an official capacity since the Wubble in 2020 when they were down with the rest of the team. So I've seen many coaches, I've seen many players and stars in and out, and have lots of experience and connections in the Indiana pro basketball landscape, and I hope that that institutional and season-long knowledge comes out in the way I cover teams. Most of the coverage you'll find from me will not actually be here. You can find currently my written work in Forbes, but it's been in many places, and the IX covering the Fever, and I host a podcast called Locked On Pacers if you're on YouTube. That's also right on here. But this channel primarily is for stuff that I either use in editorial purposes or might use, but also still think is relevant to share. In a lot of cases, that comes in the form of interviews at practice, right? What someone said, right? So you can get the full context of a quote, whether that's Pacers head coach Rick Carlisle, whether that's Fever star Caitlin Clark, whoever it is, anybody with the Pacers or Fever. If I'm at the press conference, usually I would like to get that up here if I think they say things relevant or interesting to fans. Not every single one that I attend will be filmed. A lot of them will be posted by the teams anyway, but most of the time you can find those right here. Also behind the scenes things, practice videos when relevant or possible, warm-up situations, opposing teams when, if you want to see stuff of LeBron or Victor Wembanyama or Paige Beckers or whoever, when they're in town to play the Pacers or the Fever, right here you'll be your place for that. And if possible, maybe in the future, some interviews that maybe aren't really relevant to other platforms that I'm on that could be fun to throw on this channel. I do have some plans for potentially that in the future, but that's the about me that you need to know. Is I've been around for a long time, I've seen a lot, and I really like sharing information and disseminating it in a way that is easily packaged and accessible for people. And a lot of times, full-length interviews are that. People can see what was said, the context of what was said, the question that was asked that solicit the answers. While, of course, I think written storytelling and conversational podcasting is the best way to share information from media to fans or to consumers, oftentimes full interviews do give something else, and you can find those here, along with the many inside the Pacers and Fever things that I've shared earlier. So that's a little bit about me. That's a little bit about what you'll find here, and that will be ever evolving. If it ever changes dramatically, of course, I will update this video. If you need to find me somewhere else to contact me, I won't put my email here, but you can reach me very easily on Twitter or Blue Sky. My handle on both of those is Tony R. East. And of course, if you comment on this video or any of my podcast videos, that's also a good way to see it. Locked On Women's Basketball has started a Fever Report, Fever Fridays edition as well. If you're interested there, you could find me and reach me there as well. So that's a little bit more about what you can expect here and what you'll hear from me. A lot of times, though, the videos you'll see here will not include me and will instead be athletes or coaches or just things that I think fans deserve to see or need to see. I hope that's helpful. I hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for stopping by. Subscribing is welcome if you want, but if not, totally understand. I have to earn it. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you in a future video.